She ghosted me. Cold, silent, like I never mattered. 3 months later, I found out she was 5 months pregnant. But it wasn't even mine. And then, one day, she showed up, broke, desperate, and begging me for help. We were together for 3 years. Not perfect, but we had love. At least I thought we did. She had a daughter from a previous relationship, and I cared for that little girl like she was my own. We had the usual ups and downs, but we always found a way back to each other. Until she changed. It started with the distance, the silence, the snappiness. I'd ask if she was okay. She'd bite my head off. Her daughter mentioned she'd been throwing up a lot. I started to worry. Then one day she just vanished. No calls, no texts, nothing. I messaged her, called her, left voicemails, all left on read. I even drove to her place. Either she wasn't home, or she refused to answer the door. Out of desperation, I texted her something I knew would hit her faith. Even Jesus forgave Judas. She finally replied. God forgives all, she said. And then, she told me to never contact her again and block me on everything. Weeks passed. I was devastated, but life had to go on. 3 months later, I was dropping off a patient at the hospice where she used to work. I didn't see her car, so I assumed she was gone. Turns out, I was right. A nurse recognized me and casually asked, "Are you going to help with the baby?" "What baby?" She told me my ex had been terminated for damaging a company vehicle. Oh, and that she was 5 months pregnant. That's when my stomach dropped. I had gotten a vasectomy years ago. The baby couldn't be mine. I kept my head down and healed the best I could. Started dating again, and eventually met an RN at the hospital. She was kind, funny, supportive. 1.5 years passed. Then the ghost came back. I started getting texts from an unknown number. Messages about forgiveness, hope, and checking in. I ignored them. Then, one day after my shift at the fire department, I found a note tucked under my windshield. It was from her. She wanted to talk. Said it was important. But I remember what my dad always told me. If someone can throw you away once, they'll do it again. I blocked the number. A few days later, I got home, and she was waiting there. I walked past her. She made a scene. Tears in her eyes. She said she was sorry. The guy who got her pregnant? He came back in her life and then vanished again. She was broke, getting evicted, and couldn't support her daughters. I was furious, but not heartless. I handed her $100 and said, "Buy your girls some food, swallow your pride, and move back in with your mom." She wept, pleaded with me to take her back, said I was the only one who ever truly cared. But I stood my ground. "You made your choice. I'm not your safety net." I asked her to leave, and she did, crying. She ended up moving back in with her mom, eventually got her teaching license, and started working at an elementary school. And me? I stayed with the woman who showed up when my world was quiet, the one who didn't ghost me when it got hard. We're talking about marriage now, and I've learned something. Closure doesn't always come with revenge or apologies. Sometimes it's just being strong enough to let go and not look back.